elevation policy. I think this is very meaningful to conduct policy research because that can change society based on natural science research. And this research is about the trend of Korean fir tree, endemic species of Korea. Hope you enjoy. Human activity made a global average temperature increase more than 1 degree Celsius. As you know, rising global temperature makes a significant threat to biodiversity. IPCC reported that 3-degree increase in global temperature will threaten more than half of the species on Earth. That's why the UN emphasized the need for strong biodiversity adaptation policies under pressure of climate change. Among many kinds of ecosystem, especially it is said that alpine and subalpine forest ecosystem are most vulnerable under climate change. There are 3 reasons why these ecosystems are most vulnerable. First, they are isolated on top of a mountain, so they cannot move to another place. And second, they have difficulty adapting to rising temperature. Third, they are vulnerable to competition to other plants from species from lower elevation. Let's talk about the main character of this study, Korean fir tree. Among international people here know Korean. Is there anyone who knows the original name of Korean fir tree? I really want to. Yes, right. I really want to let you know the real name of this tree, Busam tree. I will be very happy for you remember Busam tree's name because it's disappeared now. So Busam tree is a coniferous tree, and it is also well known as a Christmas tree. We learned yesterday from Dr.
Fine.
I'm so nervous. I know the name, but I'm not sorry. After one, it is endemic to Korea and live in subalpine region, including Halasan Mountain in Jeju, where we are staying right now. Yeah. But due to climate change, the Busam tree is currently losing its habitat very rapidly in Korea. The Korean government designated Busam tree as a climate change vulnerable species, and IUCN also designated Busam tree as an endangered species. But unhappily, it is not listed as a Korean endangered species yet. But compared to 1980, the distribution declined by more than 25% already. Moreover, it is predicted to be completely disappeared in Korea within 100 years under climate change. This picture is Busam tree, colonia of Halla Mountain, Jeju, the northeast slope. We can see many of them are dying now. And here I have a sad question, or please guess what? What percent Busam tree has disappeared in Halla Mountain? This is please guess.
20%.
Huh?
20%.
20? Oh.
50.
Yeah, the This is the mechanism of Busan tree withering, but I don't have enough time, so I can explain later if you want. I searched it on RIS. RIS is Research Information Sharing Service in Korea. There are 88 studies for national studies related to Busan tree in last decade. However, among them, there is only one study analyzed the research trends of Busan tree by Gu Kyung-ah and Kim Ta-in. Therefore, my study had a following distinction. First, the study covered the last 10 years, which include the latest research trends from 2022 to 2024, when South Korea declares carbon neutrality. And second, drawing implementation from the perspective of climate change adaptation. This study is a kind of follow-up to the work of Gu Kyung-ah and Kim Ta-in. The purpose of this study is to analyze the current research trends in Korea from perspective of climate adaptation and draw implication for future research and policy. The research questions are following. The questions are based on the study of Gu Kyung-ah and Kim Ta-in. First, what is the current trend of research in Korea by year? And second, what is the trend of research by region? And third, what is the trend of research by field? And lastly, does the research on Busan tree suggest climate adaptation measure? I use two research methods. First, systematic review methodology, and second is content analysis. The research process is shown in the figure. Keyword search and classification data by systematic review methodology, and by content analysis on the obtained data and derivation, research derivation. Yeah. Through two methodology, I finally extracted 43 eligible papers from the 88 data. Let's look at the analysis. The number of studies related to Busan tree peaked at 7 in 2018 and has been declined since then continually. By sector, physiological ecology had the highest number of cases, 19, followed by landscape and population and evolutionary and ecology. Physiology has been conducted steadily from 10 years ago with a particularly active 2018 to 2020. And landscape, the yellow one, and population, the gray one, research is small number, but they have also been conducted continually. However, the evolution, the blue one, has not been done since 2019. Yeah, by area, Hallasan Mountain and Jibisan Mountain had the most cases with 18 each. And I want to explain detailing, but I don't have enough time, so let's skip. Yeah, I'm going to summarize briefly. A total of 43 studies have been published between 2013 and 2024 on the topic of Busan tree. And Busan tree is being disappeared due to climate crisis. However, the number of research is decreasing, especially research on evolutionary research for securing genetic resources and developing adaptive genes has not been conducted at all since 2019. And in the field of landscape research, it is continually pointed out that accurate prediction models have not yet been developed. Overall, on average, there are 4 researches conducted per year. In particular, the number of technical research for climate change adaptation was only 1. The study that demonstrated that sunshade can reduce solar damage to some tree. Therefore, I think it is important for academia and government to pay attention to the adaptation of the Busan tree so that we can develop technologies that can directly reduce the damage caused by climate change. And finally, endangered species designation of Busan tree by Korea Ministry of Environment can be suggested. I hope the implication of this study will be reflected in policy in the near future so that we can protect Korea's endemic Busan tree under pressure of climate